Have you ever felt like God was distant? Today, we'll be reminded that He is closer than we think, only a prayer away. Prayer reminds us of the intimate connection we can have with God. It is an invitation to seek and find Him. He promises to hear us when we call upon Him sincerely with all our hearts. Let us explore how we can find God through prayer. January 15th. Find God through prayer. Then shall he call upon me, and he shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And he shall seek me and find me when he shall search for me with all your heart. Jeremiah 29 verses 12 and 13. There are two kinds of prayer, the prayer of form and the prayer of faith. The repetition of set, customary phrases when the heart feels no need of God is formal prayer. We should be extremely careful in all our prayers to speak the wants of the heart and to say only what we mean. All the flowery words at our command are not equivalent to one holy desire. The most eloquent prayers are but vain repetitions if they do not express the true sentiments of the heart. But the prayer that comes from an earnest heart, when the simple wants of the soul are expressed, just as we would ask an earthly friend for a favor, expecting that it would be granted. This is the prayer of faith. The publican who went up to the temple to pray is a good example of a sincere, devoted worshiper. He felt that he was a sinner, and his great need led to an outburst of passionate desire. God, be merciful to me, a sinner. After we have offered our petitions, we are to answer them ourselves as far as possible and not wait for God to do for us what we can do for ourselves. The help of God is held in reserve for all who demand it. Divine help is to be combined with human effort, aspiration, and energy. But we cannot reach the battlements of heaven without climbing for ourselves. We cannot be borne up by the prayers of others when we ourselves neglect to pray, for God has made no such provision for us. The unlovely traits in our characters are not removed and replaced by traits that are pure and lovely without some effort on our part. In our efforts to follow the copy set us by our Lord, we shall make crooked lines. Yet, let us not cease our efforts. Temporary failure should make us lean more heavily on Christ. Ellen White emphasizes that prayer should not be ritualistic, vain, or empty. It ought to be a relationship, a personal, heartfelt communion with our Creator. In Jeremiah 29, God reminds us that He is near and willing to be found by those who diligently seek Him. Let us aim to pray with intention and focus. God's presence is a promise, and His response is guaranteed to those who will call upon Him earnestly.